So I'm your instructor, Justin Brereton, and I want to clarify how and why you plant for different systems. So this is a Rockwool cube. A Rockwool is spun rock material, molten rock material, and it's put in a plastic case to hold it together. And so if I was asked to go into a hydroponic system for the end product, such as lettuce, which we're putting in the raft system and the NFT system, I'm going to take a Rockwool, make sure it's been soaked in water to absorb water. I'm going to find my seed, and in this case on the job sheet it says plant 50 romaine lettuce seeds. And so I am going to take my seed, I'm going to look at it and say, wow, that's really big for a lettuce seed, because this is pelletized seed. This is clay material that's been put on the seed to bulk it up a little bit. And so with that, I'm going to put the pelletized seed right down there in the Rockwool and have it almost touching the top, because depth is really important. The seed can't germinate because the seed inside of this clay is really small. I'll show you. Here's a regular lettuce. This is called cinnamon romaine. This is a lettuce seed. Okay? And so if I was planting in another Rockwool here, I'm going to plant these lettuce seeds. I'm going to take maybe two. I'm going to smash that down a little bit because that hole is too deep. I'm just going to make an indentation. I'm going to put my 2 lettuce seeds on there. And then to cover those, I'm going to take vermiculite. It's in this bag, and it says vermiculite on it. It's expanded volcanic material that's very clay-like in the way it absorbs water. And so I'm just going to put a light sprinkle over the top of that. What that's going to do is allow for light to come in, but it's going to be an extra area to hold moisture. Now, Rockwool versus soil-based media, if this was going in one of the towers, or if this was going outside, if this was going into bag culture, you can use a peat and perlite mix. I would do the same thing. I'd make a little indentation. I'd put my 2 to 3 seeds, 2 to 3 seeds, 2 to 3 seeds, 2 to 3, 2 to 3, 2 to 3. And then I'm going to come over the top with my vermiculite. And now, the most critical part is getting this under a spray system. Now, I have the mist system, and for very small seeds, I would want to do this. Obviously, I would not be doing just one by itself. I would have multiple trays of these. It would be on the mist system, but I don't want to leave it just sitting there bone dry like that. Peat moss has the propensity to dry out and then be almost impermeable to water, and so I'm going to manually turn on the system, let it run for a little bit until this starts to moisten up, or I'm going to water by hand. But I was afraid to water by hand because with very, very small seeds, they could wash away. So that's the difference between Rockwool that would also then go into this system to start to sprout. And then when these Rockwool cubes are sprouted, then we transfer them into their system. When the soil-based material is sprouted, we transfer them into their system. All right, so go plant.